Why did it always destroy them instead of saving them for another day? As may be, the legendary Evil's army once again stood on the coast, wanting to set sail. But this time for the not-quite-so-free cities. But, as I said, it needed a ship to do so. Fortunately, the harbour town of Lotsawinter was not far off, and luckily there was an ally in the area. The gruesome Evil's army once again stood on the coast of the Western Kingdoms. There, off the coast, lay the not-quite-so-free cities, a place of indecent wealth. In the planned march on the capital, there was no way these cities could be left standing, as otherwise they would attack the tactical Evil from behind. To get there, it needed a ship. Again, we've been here before. Since the capable Evil's creatures were still incapable of producing anything that floated, they had to borrow them from the natives. Nearby lay the harbour town of Lotsawinter, home to many famous heroes and a famous seafaring town. Unfortunately, Lotsawinter was extremely well guarded and a meeting place for extremely experienced, not to say high-level heroes. The prepared-to-make sacrifices Evil's miserable creatures wouldn't stand a chance here.
Then why are we here? That doesn't make any sense.
Easy there. However, a mighty creature was camped nearby, an ogre. Its fighting prowess would allow it to meet Lotsawinter's defenders head-on. But first of all, the creature had to be persuaded to join the forces of evil.
No problem. I'll just promise him a beating if he doesn't get a move on.
Interesting idea, but I did just say that he's really powerful, didn't I? He'd mop the floor with everything we could muster against him.
Well, let's have a look at him first, then. Talk first, fight later.
battling evil had discovered a room in the underground. Payday! Playing at a snail's pace evil hadn't exactly been circumspect. By now, it had to be clear to even the most deaf hero that something had taken up residence in the underground. Heroes being what they are, a group of adventurers had already set out to plunder this dungeon's treasures.
They'll pay for that. Break their legs, pull out all their nose hair.
There are enemies in your dungeon. Heroes are destroying your rooms. Did you know that ogres like to eat sheep? I mean, lots of sheep. I mean, lots and lots and lots of sheep. This tremendous appetite is only surpassed by their record-breaking thirst for beer.
on deck?
Having a look around Evil's army, had reached the Ogre.
Hey, I am Ogre.
Obviously, this creature wouldn't be winning any intelligence contests.
Me happy help you. Moshing heroes fun. But me little thirsty. Before me start, should drink something.
Of course, it couldn't be that easy. A large quantity of beer would first have to be delivered to the Ogre in order to convince him to help out. With a groan, the Brewmaster Evil set to work.
Okay, you nasty little creatures, you heard the word. Time to brew some beer. Move! Hit those brewing kettles. I want to smell barley instead of mold down here. Okay, Ogre, we brought you your beer. Now it's time. Wait a minute, where did the beer go? Did you already? And hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Stay where you are. We have a city to attack.
Beer make Ogre hungry. Ogre get quick snack.
The ogre greedily staggered towards a small nearby farm. The sheep could be heard bleating happily, which quickly turned into a panicked bleating as the sheep saw the ogre approach. It's payday. Your dungeon heart is under attack.
Yummy, tasty sheep.
The ogre decimated the sheep instead of attacking Lotsawinter. It was obvious that Talia was unable to get this beast under control, much to the impatient evil's displeasure.
What? Why is it now my problem when that stupid meatbag gets distracted by a couple of sheep?
Well, I'm just the narrator, not the
General of Evil.
Anyway, there was a repulsively good town very close by, which could perhaps be brought closer to evil in the meantime.
Fine, let's take care of it. Get out of there, twist their arms, smear finger paint in their eyes.
Ogre now, fool.
Wow! How many did you eat there, greedy guts?
Well, 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, 4.
Oh, crap.
And now he's taking a nap. My goodness, my grandchildren will be doing the narration by the time he attacks the town. Anyway, seeing as how ogres were hardcore alcoholics, one could assume that 1 or 2 or 20 or so beers would wake him up. With a heartfelt groan, the beer-brewing evil went back to work.
You desire?
There are enemies in your dungeon. Lost no time in delivering the beer to the ogre. Payday. Your little snots have dug out a room. That grinding sound, that's a giant worm eating its way through the underground. There are enemies in your dungeon. Defend the dungeon heart. It's payday. Dragons have nested in the underground.
Ogre very, very sad. Give Ogre beer.
Death to the hero!
The exploring evil's little snots had discovered a room in the underground. Uh-oh, a spider nest has been unearthed. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Who do you want to kill? Just wait. Sure showed him.
Hopefully no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered. Your little snots have dug out a roof. Heyday! And again, the ogre was supplied with a truly absurd amount of beer, which he tossed down in just a few seconds.
Okay, that will have to do for now. Get a move on, roly-poly. It's time to flatten lots of winter.
Okay, but Ogre bit rusty. Ogre must do warm-up fight. Probably opponents in forest. Opponents good for warm-up fight. Opponents from forest maybe also burn for small fire later.
What? Wait, where are you going? But the city is... No! Come back, you idiot!
And so it was that the armies of evil set out to follow the ogre, away from Lotsawinter. There are enemies in your dungeon.
opponents. Time to mosh!
A new room has been discovered in the dungeon.
And even more powerful!
The ogre stubbornly ran ahead and turned left at a fork in the path. The cautious evil wondered what there was to discover in the other direction. Should it explore? Undaunted, the ogre sprinted onward.
Everything good.
Real opponents, it's clobbering time! Ouch! Hey! For you, I meant!
The ogre had found a worthy opponent for his warm-up training. The fight was on.
That was good fight, but... Oh, Ogre very tired now. Take short nap, then we must...
Again? Again? Will this never end?
As the ogre's turgid little eyes closed in sleep and he happily began to snore, a large party of adventurers set out from Lotsawinter. They had accepted the quest to kill the ogre. Stupid RPG elements.
Kill the ogre? After all the work we put into that whole thing? Ugh, like hell! Rock 'em, sock 'em, tie their shoelaces together.
Payday. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
worry, that not my blood. Wait! That my blood! Ouch!
Or showed him. I am the Queen of Evil. I want Thanos.
Ouch! Ogre head hurts. Blow's not good for Ogre. I need healing beer. That make head so light.
Beer. Beer. My word, does it ever stop?
Obviously not. The foreseeing evil had anticipated something like this and had already gone into production. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Defend the dungeon heart. It's payday.
Everything good must die.
The pitiful amount of beer the pathetic evil had wouldn't satisfy a baby ogre's thirst. This was tantamount to an insult for a fully grown specimen. The pitiful amount of beer the pathetic evil had wouldn't satisfy a baby ogre's thirst. This was tantamount to an insult for a fully grown specimen. The pitiful amount of beer the pathetic evil had wouldn't satisfy a baby ogre's thirst. This was tantamount to an insult for a fully grown specimen. The drunken evil had built another brewing kettle. A fabulous decision, one which would surely benefit the Horde's alcoholics. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Payday.
Good will fall.
The lethargic evil still hadn't brought the ogre any beer. It was only a matter of time before the heroes of Winter sent out a powerful troop to destroy the dungeon. The pitiful amount of beer the pathetic evil had wouldn't satisfy a baby ogre's thirst. This was tantamount to an insult for a fully grown specimen. The quick evil lost no time in delivering the beer to the ogre. There are enemies in your dungeon. The dungeon heart is being attacked. There are enemies in your dungeon. The dungeon heart is being attacked. Payday.
That strengthened Ogre. Ogre now ready to fight.
Excellent! That's music to my ears.
Music? Oh, Ogre good musician. Ogre like make music. Wait, sure.
Wait, no! Oh, what have I done?
You're doing that on purpose, right? We'll never reach that damn city if you keep distracting that stupid ogre with all sorts of nonsense. Gosh, I'd love to work with professionals. Just once. Where did I put my Valium?
Sure showed him. Bye-bye, baby!
Enemies have entered the dungeons.
Hey! Bye-bye, baby!
Your dungeon heart is under attack.
So, can start music. I in band, by the way, called Ogre. Short for okra, garlic, radish, ears. I think. Somehow forgot. Is solo band. But before I start, I might need some beer. I mean, musician sober, really.
More beer? Honestly?
The stressed evil had already seen something like this coming and was tired of the discussions. It set about brewing the barrels of beer. The attack on Lotsawinter would have to work sooner or later. The brewing evil had produced a huge number of barrels of beer, enough to keep several orcs busy for days. Hopefully, it was enough for one for the road for the ogre.
That help. Now I can start. Ogre solo!
That's deafening. I mean, intoxicating.
My goodness, what kind of an amateurish cacophony is that? It's like someone ground an out-of-tune piano between two millstones. That's repulsive.
Who insult ogre music? You'll die for that!
Finally, The ogre tore through lots of Winter's city walls and entered an enraged battle with the critics of his disgusting, marvelous music. Yeah, you show 'em a left, a right, and a jab. Jab! All right.
Hey!
Heyday.
Bye-bye, baby! And stay down!
The ogre had done a truly artful job of reducing lots of winter to a pile of smoking rubble. Luckily, the harbour escaped the destruction, as the insidious evil still wanted to visit the not-quite-so-free cities.
Very nice. We really cleaned house here too. Tanos will be raging. So then all the creatures on board and anchors away. Arr!
What happened to your good side?
Huh? No idea. Probably lying on some psychiatrist's couch telling him what a rough childhood she had. Loser.
Isn't that your... Oh, never mind. The Fable Evil's army made ready for departure.
Hey, can I come? But I might need a beer for the road.